Do you really need to run for an hour to lose weight? You have seen it on the treadmill display. The fat-burning zone. That sweet spot where you are supposed to burn the most fat. You stay in that zone for 45 minutes, maybe an hour, thinking you are doing exactly what you need to do. You watch the display. You keep your heart rate right where it tells you. You feel good about yourself. You are putting in the work. But here is the question that the fitness industry does not want you to ask. Is the fat-burning zone actually the best way to burn fat? The answer might surprise you, and it might save you hours of wasted time. What if you could burn more fat in 15 minutes than you do in 45 minutes on the treadmill? What if everything you were told about the fat-burning zone was incomplete? This video will show you the truth. You will understand why the zone is misleading. You will learn a simple, time-saving approach that actually works. And you will never waste an hour on slow cardio again. But first, you need to understand what the fat-burning zone actually means. Here is the simple truth about the fat-burning zone. The fat-burning zone is based on your heart rate. At lower heart rates, your body burns a higher percentage of fat for fuel. At higher heart rates, your body burns a lower percentage of fat and more carbohydrates. That is real science. It is not a myth. Your body really does use different fuel sources at different intensities. At a lower intensity, like a brisk walk or a light jog, your body is in the fat-burning zone. Your heart rate is around 60 to 70% of its maximum. Your body burns a higher percentage of fat. At a higher intensity, like running or sprinting, your heart rate goes up to 70 to 85%. Your body burns a lower percentage of fat and more carbohydrates. So the zone is real. The display on the treadmill is not lying about that. But here is the problem. The display is showing you only one piece of the puzzle. It shows you the percentage of fat you are burning, but it does not show you the total amount. And that is where the myth begins. Here is why the fat-burning zone is so misleading. The display shows you percentage, but what matters most is total. Total calories burned, total fat burned. Let me show you with simple math. At low intensity, let us say you burn 5 calories per minute. At this intensity, about 60% of those calories come from fat. That means you burn 3 fat calories per minute. At high intensity, let us say you burn 10 calories per minute. At this intensity, about 40% of those calories come from fat. That means you burn 4 fat calories per minute. Do you see the difference? At high intensity, you burn a lower percentage of fat, but you burn more total fat because you burn more total calories. The display on the treadmill highlights the percentage because it makes you feel like you are doing the right thing. It makes you stay longer. It keeps you on the machine. But if you want to burn more fat in less time, you need to focus on total calories burned, and higher intensity burns more total calories. The zone is not a myth, but it is incomplete, and that incompleteness is costing you time. So if the fat-burning zone is not the answer, what is? The answer is intensity. High-intensity interval training. You might know it as HIIT. HIIT involves short bursts of intense exercise, followed by short periods of rest. You go all out for 20 seconds, then you rest for 10 seconds. You repeat that cycle 8 times. That is only 4 minutes total. But here is the magic. HIIT does something that slow cardio cannot. It creates an afterburn effect. Your body continues burning calories for hours after you finish your workout. This is called EPOC, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. After a slow cardio session, your body returns to normal quickly. But after HIIT, your body keeps working. It keeps burning calories. It keeps burning fat. Studies show that 15 minutes of HIIT can be more effective for fat loss than 45 minutes of steady-state cardio. You burn more total calories, you burn more total fat, and you save 30 minutes. You do not need fancy equipment. You do not need a gym membership. You can do HIIT with running, cycling, jumping jacks, or burpees. Anything that gets your heart rate up. The most efficient workout is not the longest one. It is the hardest one. Here is what you should do if you want to burn more fat in less time. Forget the fat-burning zone. Focus on intensity instead. Try a simple HIIT workout. Warm up for 2 minutes. Then do 20 seconds of intense exercise. Rest for 10 seconds. Repeat that 8 times. That is only 4 minutes of hard work. Then cool down for 2 minutes. Your entire workout is done in 8 minutes. You can do this with running, cycling, jumping jacks, or burpees. Anything that gets your heart pumping. Do this 3 times a week. You will burn more fat than you would with 45 minutes on the treadmill, and you will save over an hour of your time each week. The myth of the fat-burning zone has kept people on treadmills for decades. They stay in that zone because the display tells them to. They waste hours because they think slow and steady wins the race. But the truth is simple. Intensity matters more than the zone. 15 minutes of hit beats, 45 minutes of slow cardio. Every single time. If this helped you see exercise differently, subscribe for more simple health truths. Thank you for watching.